Chips Emotivilla, Getty Images File Photo, Sen. Corker's legislation would require the president to submit to Congress any proposal to adjust imports in the interest of national security. The legislation would qualify for expedited consideration for a 60-day period. By Erica Werner, Washington Post. Washington, Senate Foreign Relations Chairman Bob Corker, R10, unveiled a bipartisan bill asserting congressional authority over tariffs Wednesday after rebuffing a personal appeal from President Donald Trump to back off the legislation. Corker's bill requires congressional approval when the president enacts tariffs under the auspices of national security, as Trump did last week in imposing levies on aluminum and steel from Canada, Mexico and the European Union. It represents the most forceful congressional response to date to Trump's protectionist trade agenda, which Republicans have bemoaned for months without prevailing on the president to change course. Start your day with the news you need from the Bay Area and beyond. Sign up for our new Morning Report weekday newsletter. It comes as Trump prepares to travel to Quebec for a meeting of the Group of Seven industrialized nations, a gathering likely to include confrontations over trade even as the Senate legislation underscores Trump's eroding support at home. Corker released his bill with 9 co-sponsors, divided between Democrats and Republicans. Corker said Trump called him Wednesday morning and asked him not to file the bill. But Corker declined, saying he told the president, "I'm a United States Senator, and, you know, I have responsibilities, and I'm going to continue to carry them out." Corker said that during the lengthy conversation the president argued that Corker's bill would limit Trump's negotiating authority. "It's a difference of opinion," Corker said. He feels that this takes away his negotiating ability, and this in no way takes away his negotiating ability. It's not any different from him meeting with Kim Jong-un, and, if they reach a deal, him bringing it to the Congress for approval. "I've explained it's exactly the same thing. He's obviously not pleased with this effort," said Corker, who is retiring at the end of this year and has clashed with the president in the past. "We had a heartfelt conversation. Finally, a lot of time had gone by, and I had other meetings." Even as Corker released the bill, Trump was meeting at the White House with a different group of Senate Republicans to discuss trade, which is the area where the president has departed most dramatically from long-standing GOP orthodoxy. The tariffs have sparked intense concern among congressional Republicans and an angry response from U.S. allies and top trading partners, and patience with the president on Capitol Hill appeared to be wearing thin. House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Kevin Brady, R. Texas, told reporters, "There is a growing frustration that the administration is not listening to the concerns of the Congress on the tariffs." Corker is hoping to attach his bill as an amendment to an annual defense policy bill pending in the Senate. It is unclear whether the effort will be successful. Corker acknowledged that some Republicans are unwilling to cross the president, and Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, of Kentucky, has ruled out bringing up the measure as a standalone bill. But Corker's bill appeared to be gaining traction on Capitol Hill and off on Wednesday. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce announced its support, as did Koch Industries. Corker's legislation would require the president to submit to Congress any proposal to adjust imports in the interest of national security. The legislation would qualify for expedited consideration for a 60-day period. It would apply to all actions known as Section 232 moving forward, as well as all those taken in the past 2 years. The co-sponsors are Republican Sens. Pat Toomey, PA, Lamar Alexander, 10, Mike Lee, Utah, Ron Johnson, WISC, and Jeff Flake, Aries, along with Democrats Heidi Heitkamp, ND, Mark Warner, VA, Brian Schatz, Hawaii, and Chris Van Hollen, MD. tariffs are taxes on American consumers. They hurt American workers, families, and employers. Imposing them under the false pretense of national security weakens our economy, our credibility with other nations, and invites retaliation. Toomey said in a statement. The decision to use these taxes should not be taken lightly or unilaterally. By passing this legislation, Congress can reassert its constitutional responsibility. You might also like do's and don'ts of wearing traditional attire. Print edition KL. All nuclear powers must denuclearize. Print edition have a place in Singapore? Earn money by hosting. Booking.com. Explore a vibrant income and growth strategy. Allianz Global Investors ranked most popular airports in the world for 2018 far and wide. Hear what people are saying about the new Samsung StarHub. Trump aide who said Sen. McCain was dying anyway, is EastBayTimes.com. NBA Finals, Warriors Stephen Curry couldn't hit a. MercuryNews.com. Steve Young eulogizes Dwight Clark, epitomizes why we. MercuryNews.com recommended by